morning. It's Michelle again, riding in the car. Sorry. This is where I have the most time. So, naturally I'm going to want to try to record something when I'm driving. And don't worry, it's not a busy road. So, it's a long drive that I have after going to the Veterans Hospital. So, I like to use it to my advantage anyway. It's a boring drive. Today I am making a video about crossover addictions post weight loss surgery. And for me, the addiction that I have, I'm not going to say that I didn't have it prior to weight loss surgery, but it has become increasingly worse, or maybe just more noticeable by me post weight loss surgery. So that's another question, when you have a habit that you've been doing almost your whole life and it becomes suddenly worse after weight loss surgery, I'm wondering if maybe we just don't notice it more because we're working on fixing our lives and removing the excess. So my concern post weight loss surgery is not to do with drugs or alcohol or smoking or any of that. I am a shopping addict. I'm addicted to it. And this has been a really tough thing for me to decide to fix. And the reason that I'm deciding to fix this, and it has to be my decision, because if it's not my decision, I won't want to do it. It's because my husband and I have really dreamed about having a really nice, beautiful home, like in a country setting where we can be relaxed together and live our lives. And someplace that we can see ourselves when we're older. And a few years ago, I found that perfect home. And it just so happens that the owner took it off the market because they wanted to rent it instead of selling it. And we're already in a lease option place where we're actually doing an owner finance type situation. But nevertheless, we went to the bank and our credit was not stellar at the time. And instead of working on fixing it, which would have been easy at the time to work on fixing it, I decided to go and, I've got a new car, which that doesn't really make, a vehicle I don't think makes a difference, but I make pretty good money, but every single day I am shopping. And because of the changing of sizes with the bypass surgery and losing all the weight, I shopped a lot, especially in the thrift shops. And, people be like, well, and this is my justification to myself. It's only $2. It's only $1. It's only $3. It's only whatever price. And I keep telling myself that. But I found myself buying more and more and more every day at the Goodwill, at the thrift shop, until I was spending $20 at a pop on a variety of clothes instead of, $2 here and there. And although I love each and every purchase like crazy, yard sale season came, and I am a yard sale fanatic. And so things that, and I'm still going to continue to yard sale until the end of the yard sale season, because you just can't pass up those bargains. But see, you can see how sick I am, okay? Sick and twisted. This is, it's hard. I think I need to go to some friggin' meeting or something, because I am addicted to shopping to the point that I am having to force myself not to go into stores unless it is just for one specific thing and to leave directly. Or just for my couponing, only going in and buying the things that are absolutely 100% scot-free and not buying nothing. It is terrible, this feeling. And what I was getting into was that instead of fixing our credit, I made it worse by not paying properly on my bills, for the medical bills that I got for the surgery, for not paying past bills of other sorts, for pushing off everyday bills to be able to go shopping, because I'm so happy about being able to be a certain size, or just the feeling of, for me, it's like the feeling of the clothing in my hand, the texture of the fabrics, the just everything, and just when I think I feel satisfied with it, with a purchase, with a look, I'm always looking for that next thing. And the fact is, I don't even have any place fancy to go to wear all this crap, but I want it. And this has been going on my whole life. I've always shopped until I was bouncing off a zero or negative, like seriously negative. And until my account was like completely negative, and even then, if I could trick the bank, or write a bad check, I would do it to be able to get what I want when I want it. So I know I have a serious problem, and this is very hard for me to come out in this video about this problem, because nobody wants to admit that they have an issue or they're addicted to something. And I've told my husband about, my plan for fixing everything. I really want to go 1 full year and fix this darn credit so that we can have our dream. I'm taking away from him too, because he will ask for things that he needs or wants. Come on, guy. I'm sorry, there's a guy that's not letting me over. He's like just going slow enough beside me in the fast lane that I can't pass this truck in front of me, and it's pissing me off. Anyways, I've told my husband that, it has to be my call. Like, I don't want him standing over me like Big Brother saying, well, why did you buy this? I'm going to slip up, people. I'm seriously going to slip up, because I'm a shopaholic. And I've already given up food, for Christ's sake. When you're giving up something, you feel like you're entitled to something else. Like, we used to get food as a prize. We do something, have a birthday, have an anniversary, have a wedding. Food is like the main thing. Food is the reward. Well, once you've had surgery, hello, where's the reward? I mean, yeah, you look in the mirror, you look fantabulous, but how fantabulous can you look without putting something on your body? So, yeah, I'm addicted to shopping. And it's not just about shopping for clothing, it's about shopping for anything. Just anything. I love shopping for groceries. I love shopping for bath products. I love the feeling of a bag in my hand. I love the smell of the store. I love it's the initial rush. Like, if I bought something just to like buy it and then took it back right away, I could take it back, and that may happen. I may have to take some things back. Like, if I mess up, I may have to turn around and say, I'm sorry, I didn't really want these items. But the thing is, I do want the items. I want them bad. But I'm at a place in my finances, and God knows I really hate admitting this to people, but I'm at a place in my finances that something's got to take priority. Like, I'm looking at all these new car things they're sending me in the mail, like to trade in my car, to get like a newer Fiesta, or I'd like to get a new Escape or something. But I'm afraid to go to the car lot. I'm afraid I'm going to be turned down. As a matter of fact, I know I'd be turned down, because my credit looks that shitty right now. And I've done this to myself. I've done this to our family. My husband will ask me for things that he needs or wants. Well, like, new tires for his car because they're freaking practically bald. And I will tell him we don't have the money in the budget for it, or I have to check the budget. But meanwhile, I'm taking that same, $200 or $500, and I'm going to the mall and I'm blowing it on clothes, and I'm justifying it because of a reward, or because I just want it, or hiding it. And I don't want to do that anymore. And he's helping me big time. He's really helping me. But I've told him not to be Big Brother. I will ask for the help when I need it. Because if somebody's over me like Big Brother, it's going to come to a freaking screeching halt, and I'm going to go on a binge. And by a binge, I mean binge shopping. I'm going to buy clothes, I'm going to buy jewelry, and I don't buy expensive stuff. I get expensive stuff, but it's from the thrift. It's from the thrift. And he tells me, okay, well, just set yourself a budget and then you can still go. But the thing is, if I even allow myself a budget, I'm going to find excuses to extend the budget bigger than what it's supposed to be. I'm going to find excuses on, maybe I can just pay a little bit on the car this month instead of the whole payment. I'm just going to come up with excuses because I want what I want when I want it. And I don't want to sound like a brat, but it's kind of true. I'm obsessive. And I know that I have, obsessive compulsive part of my personality, and this is where it really comes out. I'm trying to make new habits. I am very focused on making new habits. Like today, I am so proud of myself, I can't even tell you. Every single Wednesday for the past year or more, I have gone to Kmart every morning before I go to the hospital. And I always go in there and look at their clearance thing. And God knows I have found some things on that little clearance rack that, I bought my daughter bowling shoes for $1. Hello, I bought myself bowling shoes for $1 one day. I find all kind of things dirt stinking cheap, and I get them. Well, whether it's something, she needed the bowling shoes, so it just happened to be great. But whether our family actually needs them or not, I am buying. I am finding something. Sometimes I just feel like browsing in a store and getting something. I feel like actually just bringing something to the counter, and I'll find anything to do it. So to this morning, I did not go. Instead, I'm trying to form a new habit in which I brought a magazine. I never have time to read my magazines. So I brought a magazine from home, and I brought it with me, and during the time that I would have gone into the Kmart, I sat in the parking lot and read a little bit of the magazine. Then I went inside. And when I was done my appointment, instead of going to multiple stores, which I always go to Goodwill every single day, and multiple other stores, just because I feel like getting out, the sports store for sportswear, for, whatever. And today, I elected to get right in the car and head towards home. Now, here comes the problem. I've got about an hour drive until I reach a Walmart, and my mind and my body and everything in me are telling me to stop there because I need something. And I do want to get a watermelon, but I don't want to get it from Walmart because every watermelon that I've got from Walmart is absolutely rotten. So I'm not going to do that. I don't have any coupons to get anything for free. I don't have any necessity at Walmart at this particular time. So, nor do I have money to spend there. I don't have any money, people. So why, I'm like pulling from things I put aside, budgets I've made, and I don't have any money. So why am I trying to go anyplace? But yeah, I'm fighting with it. I'm fighting with the need to go there and go in. And what else am I going to buy along with this watermelon when I get to the place I'm buying the watermelon? And I know this video is getting very long and it's getting monotonous, but I want to show you the craziness that is my mind. I am going to make a list for myself. And I suggest if any of you have this problem starting to come on and it's becoming an issue with your finances or any other crossover addiction, this is what I plan to do, and I'm hoping that it will help others. I am going to make a list of things to do rather than shopping. And I'm going to leave it in my car. And I'm going to leave it at home where I can see it. Things to do besides shopping. And, number one would be, working out, cleaning the house. I am making a goal now to be more clean in my house because I will avoid housework to go running around. I don't know how many times I've just dropped doing the dishes or cleaning up because I want to go shopping, and then I get back and I'm too tired to do it. And, I wanted my house to be like immaculate and perfect. So I'm starting by taking care of the things that I have, but I'm going to make a list of things to do other than shopping. And the other thing that I'm going to do is in my wallet, I'm just going to put a simple sticky where it just on the inside flap of my wallet, and I'm going to put a sticky there, and it's going to say, do you really need this? That way when I'm at the register and I'm getting ready to pay, I will see that. Do you really need this? And rethink it. If I do allow myself to go into a Goodwill or thrift shop, I'm going to allow myself, I'm not going to restrict myself too bad, but really one thing at a time, one thing per day. And if I'm going to purchase anything, like if I find more than one thing and it's like half price day or something, I am going to walk around the store 3 times, circle the entire store 3 times, and think about what I'm about to buy. Because if I don't really need it, then I'm not going to buy it. So I have to give myself extra time. Just like when we eat, we have to sit down and focus and eat slowly so that we know when we're full. I think I need to take time to focus on letting the impulse pass. And it's the same with food. You know, if you're really hungry, something else will satisfy you. But let the impulse pass. And you know, luckily I'm not an impulsive eater. I do very well plan what I eat, but I am an impulsive shopper. I was a shopper before, but God knows I am it is a monkey on my back now. And especially with the pain I'm in and all the issues that I have, it's the one place that I feel normal. I feel normal when I shop. I feel great when I shop. I feel like I'm doing people a favor when I'm buying them something, like my husband or my kid. I feel like, you know, I'm surprising them, but, you know, I feel like it's my birthday every day because I'm getting a load of stuff every day that I want. But, you know, I never got my Garmin watch. I never got it. And you know why? Because I never had enough money really just to say, here, I'm going to buy this watch, because I was too busy paying $2 here and $3 there and $4 here and 50 cents there, that when it came time to get the bigger thing, I couldn't do that for myself because I didn't have that bulk amount of money to be able to use. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm in debt, and it's because of my shopping addiction, and that is going to come to a halt. It has come to a halt. And I am going to work seriously to repair my credit, to repair my good name, to repair my feelings, to repair everything that I've done. I want this video to be a note to myself when I'm feeling struggle, that it's okay. You've got a beautiful full closet of clothes. You've got drawers just stuffed and flying out. You don't need it. And if you do need it, you'll find a way to put it in the budget. And bills come first. Pay off all the bills. They all come first. You want a home. You want a really nice home. You want a newer car. You want a new car. Fix it or forget it. And it's the same with our weight. If we find we are obsessively eating or compulsively eating again, fix it or forget it. You're going to gain weight. For me, I'm going to lose money. And for anybody else, you know, whatever your addiction is, please think. Give yourself a chance to let that impulse pass. And I'm going to keep in touch with you about how I'm doing in my progress with this. And it's going to be difficult. I will say that the compulsion for shopping is every bit as bad as the compulsion for eating, and it's every bit as bad as probably for smoking, maybe more so. It is ingrained in us that we, you know, when we like to shop, that we need something, and we will convince ourselves to the hilt that we need it. So, do you need it, or do you just want it? And sometimes it's okay to want something and to get it, as long as everything else has been taken care of, and you've got a savings. But when you've got nothing, you know, why did I do this? Why did I do this to my family? I mean, we are comfortable and happy, don't get me wrong. But to move on and do better and have our own dream house, it's going to take some work on my end. It really is. Thank you all for listening to my speech about crossover addictions and mine. And thank you for being my friend, and thank you for watching. And today is my Surgiversary. Happy Surgiversary to me, and guess what? I am getting myself absolutely no rewards. There will be no food reward. There will be no cake saying Happy Surgiversary. There will be no clothing reward. There will be nothing. And sometimes nothing's great. Just like when we eat nothing. when we eat what we're supposed to. Sometimes less is more. So with that, I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Subscribers, I love you. Please like, subscribe, rate the video, share with your friends, please. Especially if you have weight loss surgery and you're concerned about them with crossover addiction. Bye.